5. You're on.
Ley Lines, Part 2. In this discussion, I'd like to cover the First Nations Ley. And the First Nations Ley is an indigenous First Nations ley that is an Ouroboros line, in that it's like a great serpent, that it encircles the entire planet. It's a great circle of the world. And on this line, if you circumscribe it, you'll find many Native American sacred sites and many sites of native slaughter. So along this line, there's a sequence of sites. One being Boston, another one being the center of the North American tectonic plate in Shelburne Falls. This line goes out through the Mohawk Valley, through the central fire of the Onondaga Nations in Syracuse, New York, out through Rochester and very close by the Niagara Falls. Heading out west, it goes through the Black Hills and goes through Pyramid Lake out in California, or California-Nevada border. And as it continues around the planet, it goes through Hawaii, right between the gap between Maui and the Big Island, and continues on through Australia, and then on up through the west coast of Africa. So along this line, you'll find a lot of indigenous cultures that are that have been. Yeah, there's been a real conflict between Western, it's an exploitative condition between Western white cultures and peoples and these Aboriginal peoples who were and kind of preserved their place in the world, and then were later discovered by the white men and exploited. And in that Holocaust that took place between with the Aboriginal peoples, there was this entrainment that took place along these lines. Of many people were sacrificed, and there was many massacres along this line. So where it was initially this line of spirit, this line that held this indigenous knowledge, and it's become entrained by the atrocities of the white race against the Aboriginal peoples. It's become entrained with blood, and one of the things that I am working towards is to release some of these memories. Being a person of both red and white blood, I'm trying to reconcile these racial conflicts that have taken place along these lines. So that there are many more of these things, but there's an entrainment that takes place, almost an involuntary entrainment, and once you have these frequencies set, it tends to just repeat itself over and over again and attract like to like. So there's a piece where we need to work with ley lines to release these memories, so that the planet doesn't have to bear the burden of these sorrows, so the people and the memories of the people can be released. So that's one of the big gifts of ley lines, and things that we can do to work with these frequencies that are in fractal scale. They can be as small as going across the backyard, or as going across the entire planet. So there's more to it, but there's a limited time here on YouTube. So come back for more at another time. Thank you for listening. Good day.